Are you recording that on Stick'em as well, Sam?
Can we record on Stick'em?
Yeah. See that little record button there? That way it'll get automatically put onto Stick'em after we're done.
Okay, can we start the show over from like the beginning?
All right. You want to put your music intro?
All right, big dog in the house.
No, let's just pretend like we just started.
Let's keep going.
Yeah, just this is the usual Saints. My name's Saint.
Yeah, the usual Saints. I thought, my guy at the computer would have us all set up.
Hey, this is beta part 2. We're still working out the kinks.
Yeah, people, we're still trying to figure out how to get phone calls or get you to talk on the show here, but for some reason, Stick'em's being annoying, and every time apparently if you guys get on webcam or audio, you guys have a bad echo in your headphones of us, and I think it's us coming to you talking to us, and somehow it echoing back to you, which sucks plainly.
Right.
So we're trying to figure out how to get the phone calls.
So just email us,
Yeah,
we can still get your emails and talk about it. You'll know who we're talking about as soon as we start talking about it.
Yeah, email us. The email address is theusualsaints@gmail.com, or you can just message us on Stick'em, or you can actually come in the chat and speak with Saint, who's manning the computer once again tonight. Mm-hmm. But yeah, what about this game tonight, guys? I know preseason sucks. We've covered that, I think. But
the reason LaDainian Thompson doesn't play preseason game is because he's way too valuable to be playing in the preseason.
Absolutely,
kind of proves the point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, who is it? Peter King. I didn't read his article, but I heard he was making suggestions to Roger. What's Goodell, right? Roger Goodell.
Goodell.
Yeah, Goodell.
Goodell.
About extending the actual season and cutting the preseason or something to make it
work.
Well, I used to think, that'd be great. Add another 2 games, but I think they should just shorten preseason. That's all, and just get to it a lot quicker. I mean, if you go to 18 games in the regular season, then all of a sudden you got asterisks on every record from here on out.
Oh, you already have an asterisk on that Miami Dolphins undefeated season. So.
And as a Dolphins fan, why is that?
Because you only played 5 games a year then or something?
No. They went 17-0.
That was 14 regular season games and 3 playoff games, and we beat everyone.
2 playoff games in the Super Bowl.
Everyone that came across us, we beat.
Right.
So wait,
undefeated.
Nowadays we play 16 regular season, right? And then how many playoff?
Well, if you went 16 in a row, you get the first bye, so you don't have to play 3 games. You have to play two, and then a Super Bowl. So
you play a divisional, and then the championship.
It was 2 games. It doesn't matter.
That's 2 games.
You could add 2 games. We would beat them too.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
We won all of them.
Right.
Matter of fact, the team the next year, the 73 Dolphins, was actually a better team, even though we lost a game, but it was actually a better team, and they won the Super Bowl that year too. So, yeah.
Right.
No undefeated, though. Nothing to brag about there.
No. But I can, here's my geeky football knowledge. The reason why it'll never happen is owners can charge whatever they want for preseason tickets and not have to play their players. But if you add an extra regular season games, you have to play players, coaches. You have to play everybody for those because those games count. So the owners will never vote to take away games where they're making free money to add a game to the regular season where they have to play their players. It'll never happen.
Yeah, you'd have to sit down at the table again and go over contracts again because everything's based on a 16-game season. If you're lucky enough to, get into the playoffs and, ultimately get to the Super Bowl, well, you're going to get paid for that anyway. You get extra money for the playoff games and the Super Bowl anyway. So it's not like adding 2 more games that you're not going to get paid for. So
most teams are charging full season prices for their preseason games, so there's no real incentive to get rid of preseason games and add regular season games. They'd lose money, so why do it?
But what's the attendance like at
it doesn't matter.
Games? I understand.
They're not playing the players.
This is just a topic of conversation.
They can get like 5.
We're debating.
You get 5 people to come. That's $100 that you net. Well, now tickets are more like 60. So 5 people, that's $300 that you don't have to play players for. It's free games.
Yeah, and I guess if you sell like 5 hot dogs, that's like what is that, like $500?
Probably.
It's close. Close.
But I don't know. I'm trying to look up the game now, see if we can get some audio feed of it. But What do you guys think? Who do you think's going to come out on top for this game?
Well, tonight I think the Colts. I mean, their offense has always been awesome, and I don't see any difference, coming out of the gate. New Orleans has a decent offense. I mean, if it gets into a scoring match, I don't think New Orleans has the firepower to hang with Indianapolis. As far as defenses are concerned, the better of two evils, I guess, would be Indianapolis. I didn't keep track of New Orleans defense too much, but I know they didn't get scored on a lot. Most of their games were low-scoring games, even if they got beat.
You don't think New Orleans would have had a better chance against the Colts than the Bears did? I mean, let's take out Devin Hester's crazy kickoff return.
Yeah.
But I mean, other than that, you got Rex Grossman versus Drew Brees. I mean,
right. Well, I like Drew Brees also. Brees. That's I think the Dolphins made a big mistake by not acquiring that gentleman.
When's the last time the Dolphins didn't make a big mistake?
Wow, is this going to be a beat up the Dolphins show? Because we could.
Hey man, we're a Florida show. I got to try to rag on the Florida team since I'm a Steelers fan. You know what I mean?
We have a question from CC59. How will the Falcons fare without the canine killer?
Well, don't they have? Who do they have? Are they trying to go after Chris Sims, or they have Harrington, right?
They have Joey. I'm so glad he's no longer in Miami.
Harrington.
Yeah, Joey Harrington,
man. Yeah. Well, Joey Harrington's talking about I think they're very optimistic. Of course, you're optimistic. You got a job now. You're optimistic. You're putting pads on for a reason now instead of carrying the clipboard. So. Yeah, he's very optimistic.
I think he's optimistic. I don't know if Jim Mora's so optimistic.
he's
who?
Jim Mora, man.
Jim Mora.
Oh, not Jim Mora. That's right. He's gone.
Yeah, he's no longer.
See, I only follow Steelers and big ones. Who? He's the coach from the college.
Yes, sir.
Was it? Who is it? Who was he?
Who? Did he come from Louisville?
Who?
The coach for the Falcons.
Petrino.
He came from. I think he came from Louisville.
No, I'm not sure.
Yep. That just shows our listeners how much.
If anybody knows, go ahead and email us and let us know about that.
I'm almost positive he came from Louisville. He came from college ranks. Yeah. He's a offensive-minded coach, which actually a quarterback like Joey Harrington would probably be better for him instead of Vic, give him less problems. But seeing how I think Joey Harrington probably one of the worst decision-makers ever. Well, it doesn't really matter.
Well, how will they fare without Vic? Vic is arguably one of the best players to play the game.
That is arguable.
I wouldn't say the best quarterback by any means, but he's a very athletic. I mean, he brings a lot to the table.
Right, when it comes to just pure athletic.
Exactly. He's a pure athlete, and he's just a great football player. I think they'll be okay. I mean, the division. Who else is in their division? We're talking New Orleans.
Was it Southeast? Yeah, South.
Yeah.
It's New Orleans, Bucks.
Tampa Bay.
Houston, maybe? Or they?
No, they're
West?
They're West, I believe.
Okay.
Well, I don't mean to I know we like getting into the topics, but I'm one of those that feels like I get kind of bored when we do sports talks and we just break down games. So I like to look at the in-between kind of stuff, the kind of weird. I bring up weird kind of topics in my head because that's kind of sports talk shows I like. Like with Vic, it's not even I don't even like to talk about on the field issues. I'm like, how much money the Atlanta Falcons are probably going to lose this year just because he's not going to be there in jersey revenues, in seats, in attendance. And I mean, they're still going to have that stigma of having that dog killer with them. So I just think the Atlanta Falcons as a franchise is more in trouble. Forget on the field. Think about off the field,
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Atlanta Falcons have been around a long time, pre-Vic and everything, even when Steve Bartkowski was there and, doing horribly for them. I mean, they still had their fan base. And, I mean, this is a team that's, they're going to bounce back as far as, post-Vic, whatever happens with him. I think Atlanta will rally around the team and, I think they'll fare all right. I mean, it's hard to say. Right? It's hard to say. I mean, you don't know what the players are thinking. I don't know what their emotions are about the situation. I mean, a lot of guys might be thinking, oh, crap, man, we just lost our best player on the team. I mean, this year is going to suck. Or they could say, come on, man, we got to step it up now. Our best player is gone, so we got to dig deep and put it all out there, you'll be able to find out what kind of character they have as a football team, without Vic there.
What kind of NFC team has a chance, honestly, though, this year? I mean, the Falcons, I'm just going to discard them.
I'm not an NFC guy, but...
NFC, I'd say the Saints, the Seahawks, Dallas Cowboys, if everything comes together.
Maybe the Giants.
Eli. I don't know these people that are waiting for Eli to turn into something. His dad went to Mississippi State, but if you've seen him down there, he was nothing spectacular.
No.
I mean, for them to be riding their horses and, no Tiki Barber this year. So I think the Saints, Seahawks, and probably the Cowboys will be the
Cowboys
too. That come out the NFC this year.
Mm-hmm. I think the Saints are probably the ones to beat NFC.
Yeah, I like to see the Saints do well.
Yeah, I'm a big.
I don't think they're going to win tonight.
Reggie Bush.
They may surprise me, but
we'll see, man. I don't know. I haven't paid attention to how the Colts did this offseason.
I don't know what the stat is for the first game back for a Super Bowl champion, the following season. I don't know if there's what stat there is for how many teams have won the Super Bowl and come back the following season and lost. I know Pittsburgh did it.
Usually not.
They won the Super Bowl, came back the next year and got their ass handed to them the first game of the next year. And I'm a Steeler fan, so,
Well, usually not good because what happens is you win the Super Bowl, then you guys are doing tours like Peyton Manning's doing Saturday Night Live. He's got like 10 commercials on TV.
Yeah.
Tony Dungy wrote a book, and it's a bestseller. He went on a book tour, so everyone's kind of busy. You get that kind of like the Miami Heat last season. They won the championship. Then the first game of the season, they got their rings. They had the whole ceremony, and they got their brains beat in by Chicago, about 30 points.
Yeah.
So usually, there's usually a dip. I think what's really going to hurt them is they had a lot of defections on defense. Their defense actually, and it wasn't even that great last year.
No.
What happened was they just had 3 really good playoff games for that defense. They got their what was it? What's their safety name? I forget. Little short
Sanders?
guy, Bob Sanders. He's only like 5'9". He was their strong safety, but he came back off an injury and just played great. He was stopping the run, which was their biggest hole, and just had 3 really great. Well, that and Rez Grossman's a turd, but they had 3 really good playoff games and won the Super Bowl off of it. The offense is basically the same. Against Baltimore, they kicked like 5 field goals. Adam Vinatieri's foot pretty much won him that game.
Yeah.
So I really think that the Saints have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Saint here. I like the Colts. Don't get me wrong, but
no, I'm not saying I even like the Colts. I'd like to see New Orleans win, but I'm thinking, I'm thinking with my head instead of my heart, which is hard to do, when you're a Steeler fan and you get to that pick.
All right,
Steelers.
So let's try out that Steelers game we were talking about before we got on the air. I know I don't like talking about sports too much, but let's get it out of the way.
Steelers
game.
Browns.
Yeah, Steelers Browns upcoming this Sunday.
Steelers by 110.
Well, we were discussing it. How can you honestly think? I like Romeo Crennel. I like what he did. Under Belichick, right?
Mm-hmm.
But just come on. How are you going to flip a coin for a quarterback? That just doesn't make it. I know this is old news, but that just rings true with me. He wasn't even deciding about Brady Quinn. Brady Quinn wasn't even in the equation yet because he hadn't signed his deal yet. Or whatever. It was Charlie Fry and whoever the backup was. I think Couch is gone, so I know it's not Couch, but whoever the Browns backup.
Where do you get your foot? You're like 4 or 5 years. Tim Couch.
He played a few years ago. I tell you, I don't. Yeah, I know Charlie Fry.
5 years ago.
The Browns are not my team. I know.
I saw Tim Couch selling cars at Maroney down the street here.
You should.
Actually, he wasn't in the news. Just admitted he was taking HGH for a while. So. Yeah. But Tim Couch, come on, dude.
Listen, I'll look it up. But no, I saw a headline the other day for Tim Couch. It said about the human growth hormone. It says Tim Couch is trying to become a sofa.
Jesus.
But anyway, whoever their backup is, how are you going to flip a coin for it? It just doesn't make any sense to me. Isn't it all about skill, man? If Charlie Batch was better than Roethlisberger, in some senses he is, it's debatable. But, I would say put Batch in,
Well, different guys have different things to bring to the table.
Yeah.
Charlie Batch might be a little more mobile than Ben, but Ben gets around, man. He's a mobile guy for his size,
Yeah, what is he, 6'4", 6'5"?
Yeah, he's a big guy, but he he's quick on his feet. He's light on his feet, and he gets out of trouble more times than not. You know, yeah. I mean, I think Charlie Batch is a good backup quarterback, and I'm glad he's there because he proved himself a few times.
Last season, God, that was.
I don't think they ever should have brought Ben back as early as they did. I'm not saying he shouldn't have come back the whole season, but he definitely should not have come back that game. And I guess it was the Baltimore game, right? When they brought him back.
Yeah, I think it was.
And they just knocked the crap out of him.
That's a bad game to bring him back for. Any game at that point was, but Baltimore. Come on, Baltimore was the reason we didn't get to the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I can't think of it. Did Cincinnati beat us one time last year? Correct. This is the second game we beat them. The last game of the season we beat them. Baltimore kicked their butts twice.
Right.
Browns, I don't think were much of a problem, but Baltimore is our big. That's the big problem.
They're the big nemesis.
North right now.
Definitely.
Pardon me if I'm being a little quiet right now, guys. I'm trying to look up how to figure out how to take phone calls on the internet. So if you guys want
to do what you got to do, man. Do what you got to do.
But I think the Steelers are gonna kick some butt this.
Well, I'm looking forward to the beginning of the the weekend, the football weekend. All the sports shows, all the sports talk, all the ESPN, 24/7.
All right. I got it. I got who the backup quarterback is. It's Charlie Fry. I think he's the starter. Derek Anderson is the backup.
Derek Anderson.
And then Brady Quinn. So
I say give it 3, 4, or 5 games. Brady Quinn will probably be the starter, if only because to save his job. Because he knows when you have a high-profile quarterback like that, who's everyone anticipating to come in high draft. He should have been a higher draft pick, whatever. But I think that Romeo Crennel, he'll feel the pressure to have to put Brady Quinn in because he's sitting back there, especially if Charlie Fry and the other guy didn't do very well. His hand will pretty much be forced, basically trying to save his job. So,
see, I mean, this isn't the same exact situation if you're talking about saving jobs because Parcells wasn't trying to save his job last year, but do you believe it's kind of the same thing as putting Tony Romo in last year?
No. I think Drew Brees just sucked.
No, wait, you got the wrong team here. Tony Romo and who for the Cowboys? Who was the guy who was before Romo? He didn't have Testaverde. Was it Testaverde?
Well,
Drew Brees.
He was there.
Drew Brees wasn't the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Drew Brees.
Drew Brees was in the San Diego.
Bledsoe.
Bledsoe.
I was saying Drew Brees playing for the Saints.
Man.
Drew, you had Drew right.
I don't know too much about sports, Saint, but thanks for trying to ram that into my head 5 times. Drew Brees. Drew Brees.
My fault. Drew Bledsoe.
Yeah, him.
Brees, Bledsoe. They're both Drews, whatever.
Yeah, it's all the same thing.
Bledsoe was a turd.
Yeah, he's done.
And he was old. I mean, this is the problem the Dolphins are going to have. We have like a 37, 38-year-old quarterback. It's like, a little past his prime. He's not going to be able to move. And, you got the younger guy coming up behind him. You got to go with the younger arm.
Yeah. Definitely.
Especially for a guy to move in the pocket. I mean, Drew Bledsoe is like a statue in the pocket. Forget it. Mm-hmm. You don't have to be Michael Vick. You just have to sidestep somebody. I mean, Peyton Manning, he's a stiff too, but he can sidestep.
Yeah, he sidesteps. He gets out of the way.
All you need is a second to get someone open. So
that's it. I mean, he's going from shotgun most of the time anyway. So
right.
He's already got, if you just let the guy go through, he's got 2 seconds at least to get rid of the ball.
Hey, Saint, I want you to download this thing so we can try to take phone calls. You got this?
So anyway, let me give a holler out to my Georgia people if they're listening up there. Give us an email. Let us know that you're getting our transmission.
Actually, just pull up the email and you can do it that way.
And
pull up the Gmail for usual.
Hope all's well up there. Just talking if you want to get...
yeah, I'm trying to get the phone calls here, working here, people. Bear with me.
If you want to hear my radio show on from WJBW, you can go on the internet over the weekend and just go to WJBW and on AM 1000 in Florida, Jupiter, Florida, and you'll be able to hook up with one of our shows. Tomorrow we're doing Dr. Steve Plass, and on or off? No, I'm on. Am I the only one on? I'm pulling a solo.
Yeah, you're the only one on.
And then you'll hear Mike McGann at 1 o'clock, and I'll be producing that show and probably being on the air with him also. So if you get a chance, tune in to that.
You know, Big Dog here is the only one with a job in this room from CSB.
Well, it's not even a job yet. You know, I hate to say it, but
$11,000.
kind of doing it just for the experience at this time. But good things on the horizon as far as that's concerned.
Should be able to dial.
Once again, you know, give us an email. Let us know what you're thinking out there. This is an open forum show. You can talk about whatever you want to talk about. Make us talk about whatever you want to hear us talk about.
We're your puppets.
That's right. And we'll talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Let's talk about Pavarotti dying.
That's good. Switch topics.
Did he die for real?
Yeah, he died
Because I read he was having some problems and he passed out. But no, I didn't know
pancreatic cancer, I believe.
Pancreatic, yeah.
Yeah.
CC57 said sounding good there, Big Dog. So you're getting love from the ATL.
Getting love from ATL. Like to hear Hot Atlanta.
But I can't really comment too much on it. I didn't listen to the guys. I heard, the whole three tenors thing in the 90s, those three guys. I don't even, what are their names? Pavarotti, something Oddie,
Placido Domingo,
Domingo.
Pavarotti, and
Chef Boyardee.
The other guy.
So I can't comment too much on it. I remember he had this hot young girlfriend just a few years ago that was way too young for him.
Oh, please.
But I guess that's what comes with being a tenor.
Name any rich famous guy that doesn't have a hot young girlfriend.
Yeah, exactly.
Hell, look at the presidential candidates.
That's what I was just going to say. Thompson. I mean, look at his.
Nice. Hey man, ain't about looks.
No,
but
not about looks.
I don't know. The thing, who cares about the opera stuff because no one even knows about it. But the thing about it is, he's probably the only opera singer that's actually gone to the mainstream because you can say the name Pavarotti and you know who you're talking about. I mean, I don't know.
Well,
go ahead.
Well, there's another guy. His name's Andrea Bocell. I mean, he's blind, and he's become pretty mainstream.
It's not working.
He's pretty popular. In fact, I got a few of his stuff.
Few of his stuff?
Few of his stuff.
Well,
few of his CDs.
Well, I'm saying for most mainstream people, because,
you say Pavarotti, people know who you're talking about right away.
Or you can show a picture of Pavarotti and be like, oh, yes, that fat guy sings opera. Yeah,
Or it's who's that big fat chef from Louisiana? Prudhomme. Chef Prudhomme, big guy, looks just like Pavarotti.
Right.
Yeah,
I know
can't even stand up anymore. He sits down and cooks. I think he did lose some weight. So I think he's out of the chair and standing up.
I thought you were going to say Dom DeLuise.
Well, yeah, him too. Dom DeLuise.
Where has he been, man? I would love to see him pop up on a show or something.
But I love him, man. When he did those movies with Burt Reynolds, the
Cannonball Run.
Yeah, Cannonball Run, baby. The outtakes of all the movies he did, and then Burt Reynolds did that movie called The End with him, and he played this insane guy at the insane asylum that escapes. It's just hilarious.
That's what we should get in here. We should, after we get all the kinks worked out, we should get Burt Reynolds in here.
I'd love to get Burt Reynolds in here.
Come on now, we can start getting some guests. We just got to finagle it.
Yeah, we're going to start with Burt Reynolds.
Yeah, Burt Reynolds. We're going right for Burt Reynolds.
Hey, he seems like an all right guy. Maybe we can get him.
Seems like an all right guy.
I don't know any celebrities, so I can't say. I mean, I could try to get Corey Sabin in here.
Corey Sabin?
We might be able
Corey,
to get
if you're listening, I love you, but no.
He's a local celebrity. He was on Dancing with the Local Stars or whatever they called that
I
thing.
know he was.
Did you hear what you just said? Corey. He was on the local Dancing with the Stars. Yeah. Half the people on the real Dancing with the Stars aren't celebrities.
Yeah.
Are you saying something bad about Corey?
I'm curious to see who they're going to pull out of mothballs this year for.
They got some.
Actually, that's an interesting topic. You guys want to just keep going or what? Actually, because
we can move on wherever.
What?
Man.
Dancing with the Stars?
Yeah, because actually that's a pretty good topic.
Well, let's go with
the list. I'll look it up if you want.
Yeah, hold on. Just give me 1 sec.
Dancing with the Stars.
I don't watch that show. You guys watch that show?
Sometimes. I mean, I got to be honest. Sometimes it's like a train wreck, man. You got to watch it.
No, but I'm always fascinated who goes on there. And when Emmitt Smith actually won, I mean, they had Jerry Rice and Emmitt Smith. Mm-hmm. I mean, two of the all-time NFL greats who've gone on this show.
Debatable.
Man.
Okay.
Neil McDonough. Neil
O'Donnell. Yeah, he's going to be on Dancing with the Stars.
He deserves to be somewhere up there, man.
Yeah.
Throwing 3 interceptions in one game, one Super Bowl game.
Yeah, thanks for opening up that wound. Appreciate it.
I like opening it up
Here's a
every
salt
week.
shaker. Why don't you pour this in there while you're at it? Kick me in my hemorrhoid while you're at it.
Wow, I didn't know that about Vinny till now. Good times.
While I pull it up. Well, the first interesting name that's coming off on there is Dallas Mavericks owner and billionaire
Mark Cuban.
But also Floyd Mayweather. I don't know if it was senior or junior. Floyd Mayweather Jr. I mean, boxing just came off that big fight with
De La Hoya. That's right. I saw his name in there too.
And he should be on. Hold on, here we go. Let's see.
I got him too.
I mean, what is this all about? I mean, did they make money and it goes to charities or something? Is that what the whole thing is for it? Or
expanding their profile as well? I mean,
expanding their profile.
Most of these people. I mean, when was the last time you heard of Mario Lopez until he went on Dancing with the Stars? Now he's hosting Miss Teen USA. By the way, we should talk about that. Did you guys see that clip?
Oh God!
We have to play that clip. We have to play that clip.
Oh, something Miss South Carolina?
Yes,
is that what we're talking about?
I'll get that clip. You two talk among yourselves. I'll get the Miss South Carolina clip.
Wow.
We can hook that into Dancing with the Stars because Mario Lopez was hosting, or that I guess that's what it's called, hosting. But I mean, all he was doing was basically, hanging out on stage, saying one-liners or whatever. But so what are we talking about? Are we talking about the people without you? You know what
it is. Before we go into that, you know what's amazing to me is talking about celebrities. The things that you have to do to become a celebrity these days is like nothing. You don't have to do crap to become a celebrity.
Look at Paris Hilton.
Look at Paris Hilton, man. I mean, she has done absolutely nothing.
She came out of her mother's womb and
rich.
That's hot.
That's right. She came out rich. She's acted like a dunce, and man, there's not a magazine out there that doesn't have her in it. I mean, there's not a story in the newspaper that doesn't. Somewhere in the newspaper, she's always there. She's always in a magazine. She's always on TV. And
I've actually thought about this for a second, but I guess it's just the way our country's going because people just want to be that lifestyle. If you're rich, if you have money and you're good looking, I mean, that's pretty much it. You pretty much can put yourself in a position to make yourself a celebrity because you're where people want to be around. If you're worth millions and you're halfway decent looking, you just put yourself out there and you'll be because you're going to hang out with celebrities. You're going to hang out. I mean, we can say it about Paris Hilton, but she was dating Matt Leinart for a while, who was a big time UFC football star.
But she was all famous before that because of the sex tape or just because her dad owns all those hotels or
just because of her name alone.
I mean, because Leinart wasn't famous till what, 3-4 years ago, maybe?
Oh yeah, until he became a star. But I'm just saying they cross over into people who actually have talent and who are actually working for their money.
Oh, that's
it's a crossover. But I do have Miss Teen USA South Carolina answering her question. Tell you the truth, she is pretty hot. But
she is. But
quick reference back to sports. She's going to Appalachian State next year for her college, the same college that beat the Michigan
absolutely
in the big house. So
yeah, man.
I don't know if that was a little motivation for them, but here we go. I'll play.
Hang on. We're almost 30 minutes into the show. Do you guys want to keep going?
That's what I was saying.
Do you want to keep this?
Actually, I'm going to play this, and we're going to take a break. I'm going to play this, and we're going to go out on this for a break, and we'll come back in like 6-7 minutes. So
It's that long?
No, it's only 48 seconds.
All right, I'm going to play.
And I'll play music afterwards.
All right. Yeah, listen to this, people, and we'll talk about it when we come back.
Yeah, let the producer
Hey, I took your name off the page as just producer because I thought you were also an integral part of our conversations.
I'll take executive producer.
Hang tight, ATL. We'll be back.
All right.
Okay. Recent polls have shown a fifth of Americans can't locate the U.S. on a world map. Why do you think this is?
We will be able to build up our future for our children.
Thank you very much, South Carolina.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are you? What a motherfucking pleasure to be here in Atlanta. God damn Atlanta. Look at you motherfuckers. God damn it. I don't know what the... I nigga don't know whether to cry or just get fucked up. So I'm gonna do a combination of both a little bit later. What a beautiful motherfucking place. I want to thank all the hairstylists in Atlanta. It's 9 million of you motherfuckers. Thank you. One more of you bitches asked to do my goddamn hair. Fuck no. Y'all, fuck that. Saying stupid shit to a nigga talking about, no, nigga, your hair retain heat. Bitch, what the fuck? I done had this hair all day, bitch. It ain't burned me yet. The fuck is you talking about? Ain't nothing like Atlanta. I don't give a fuck what a nigga say. Nothing like Atlanta. It's so many. God damn. There's so many fine bitches in Atlanta make a nigga have a nervous breakdown. I should have bought a Honda. Please don't get angry, lady. I'm only calling you bitches because I don't know your names individually. Holler if you hear me now. Let's not get sensitive this evening. Let's not. Life is too motherfucking short. I'm happy than a motherfucker to be here. Ain't nothing like Atlanta. You don't know what the fuck you gonna get. This is the most nastiest, dirtiest, ugliest, most beautiful, wonderful place in all of America. You could get all your dreams could come true at Magic City, or you could get killed at a stoplight, nigga. You never fucking know. It can happen right here, nigga. You don't know what to tell Jesus. You just, Jesus, I don't know, damn. The nigga looked at me, I looked back, that was it, Jesus, I'm here now. Life is fucking short. Stop being ungrateful about your motherfucking life. You gotta learn to be grateful. If God done bless you with a Chrysler 300, be happy you got a Chrysler 300. Stop walking around talking shit, talking about, nigga, I got it because it looked just like a Phantom. No, nigga. It looked like a Chrysler 300. The part is it do look like a Phantom until a Phantom pull up. Then you just in that motherfucker. This is bullshit. I don't even want to be on this street, nigga. I don't even want. All I'm saying is you gotta be grateful about your motherfucking life. Ladies, you need to understand that as long as you got a vagina, you run the entire motherfucking universe. That's the way it is. You need to understand that. The only niggas that don't agree is homosexuals, and we wasn't talking to y'all. This ain't your part of the show right now. Ladies, I'm telling you, you got to be the shit to you. Stop waiting on a nigga to verify whether you the shit or not. Bitch, if you the shit, you the motherfucking shit. We tired of y'all getting with us and blaming us for shit we ain't even in control of. You done got with a nigga, now you talking about, you fucked up my self-esteem. Bitch, it's called self-esteem. It's esteem of your motherfucking self, bitch. How the fuck it up?
Y'all can start it off.
All right.
And we're back.
Damn, turn my mic on. Jesus.
Man. Hollering in the background. Well, we're back. We got some fuel.
That was a little Cat Williams, Paint Chronicles Volume 1. I just love the fact, the stuff he says about Atlanta, and yeah, the Chrysler 300 bit is one of my favorites too, because I got a lot of friends with the Chrysler 300. Like, don't it look just like a Phantom? Like, no.
Looks like a Chrysler 300.
That looks like a $50,000 car, and a Phantom's a $300,000 car. Big difference.
What is a Phantom or Rolls Royce, right?
Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
I'm kind of, not hip to all the guy manly stuff. I'm not that much.
You're not down?
It's all right, man.
I'm not down with the jive.
I'm on the down low.
It's hip to be square, man.
Ooh, no. Don't ever say you're on the down low ever again.
Don't say that in front of me ever again.
No.
No, Vinny doesn't know what it means. Do you know what it means?
Oh, yeah, I know what it means.
You know what it means?
I know what it means.
You know what it means?
Oh, yeah.
That kind of thing? That thing? I know it. I found out what it meant. Is that what R. Kelly was singing about?
No. See, you got to keep up. Here's the thing I want to tell everybody. You got to keep up with your slang because it might change on you. And you talking about something completely different now, player.
R. Kelly's talking about keep it on the down low. Then a few years go by, it turns out.
See, slang changes. What was cool 6 months ago, now all of a sudden you're putting somebody down by saying...
Fellas do not want to be on the down low.
Oh, some guys do. Some guys do.
Hey, I don't... Not here.
I was on the down low for a while, and let me tell you, I got out of that closet.
A little bit too much information right there.
So anyway, when we were leaving you guys, we played the Miss South Carolina bit, and I don't know, man. I felt when you watch, it's painful to watch. It's I felt bad for her. at a certain point. I feel embarrassed. You know what I mean? I get that. Oh my God, man! Is she really talking like that?
And I think she went on the Today Show or another one of those shows, and she said, she was embarrassed, but it's one of those things that she's gonna overcome and blah blah blah. But it's just it just proves to the fact how stupid some of these conversations are. Like, why are you even asking this girl these questions? It's really a beauty pageant. You want to see her in a dress, in a bikini. Right. They got no reason asking her these questions. And the reason she messed up is because they precondition these girls to okay, if they ask you a question like this, they said, they give you the whole repeat the question back. Well, if I was in charge of this, that. Right. And it shows she basically has no critical thinking to speak of. If you caught her on the street and just asked her a question, she wouldn't know how to act. She'd freeze, which is exactly what she did on stage.
Well, I think if you're in a
she has a 3.7 in school, by the way, which is another embarrassment.
I think U.S. Americans. Come on now, just U.S. Americans.
Well, I think it'd be in a beauty pageant. I think these women should be asked beauty tips. So the women at home can learn something from this beauty pageant.
But wait, who says they do their own beautifying?
Well, I mean, they know what they're doing to them.
You don't think they have a stylist and everything, all that jazz?
I think they should ask questions that pertain to that. Genre, to that area. Why are you asking these girls political questions? How many of these women are going to be in the Senate anytime soon?
5.
You know what I mean? So, and that's not a crack against women. I'm just saying, you're asking these women questions that, I don't know, that aren't relevant.
No, this isn't like Teen Jeopardy. You don't really expect
exactly. If you want to see how smart they are, bring Alex Trebek out, and let's play Double Jeopardy. But otherwise, just I don't know.
But this is probably the third time or fourth time I've actually heard it, but this is the first time I actually saw it. And Mario Lopez did have a reaction like, "What the hell is this bitch talking?" But
he had to keep
the fact of the matter,
actually, Mario Lopez was shaking his head like, "Yeah, you're right, absolutely."
She was bringing in South Africa and Iraq.
Oh yeah, she's bringing them all in. She didn't want to leave nobody out.
Which you just where does that even come from?
I think if we went to Japan and we had sushi and then went to China for some wonton.
Well, they actually have her defense on NBC. Hold on, let me pull this up. They actually have her defense on NBC. This should be good. I didn't see this, and I'd like to see how can she defend this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sad because people are like, oh, you shouldn't pick on her. She's a 17-year-old girl. But, at 17, I wasn't giving stupid, dumbass answers like this. It was like, that's why I think, we get too caught up in, it's a beauty pageant, but she needs to be well-rounded. She needs to have talent. She has to, have some, no, she doesn't. She just have to look good in the dress and the bathing suit and walk around and do the wave and wave your hand and look good in a pair of heels. That's it.
Yeah.
Good times.
Do you guys want to hear some of her defense or no?
Go ahead.
No, all right.
Oh, he doesn't want to.
I don't even really care, but okay.
Well, just to cap off this segment.
Yeah, some people might want to hear some defense on her behalf.
First time actually you had been on national television.
Yes,
and here you were competing, and it was just one of those moments when you were asked this question. I'm sure everything came at you at once.
Yes, everything did come at me at once. I was overwhelmed, and I made a mistake. Everybody makes a mistake. I'm human.
At what point, Caitlin, during the answer, did you start to think to yourself, is this making any sense?
Right when the question was asked to me, I was in complete shock, and I was just overwhelmed.
Asked to me.
I only heard about 1 or 2 words of the actual question itself.
Ask me.
And
you just kind of drew a blank.
Yes, I drew a blank.
She said, "Ask to me."
I made a mistake.
Ask to me.
She said when the question was asked to me.
Every day, Caitlin.
That's correct.
Is that correct?
If you can't say when the question was asked me, that doesn't make any sense.
When they ask me the question,
that's different. Play it again.
Now we're dissecting.
We're gonna. This is the Zapruder footage.
The question was given to me, and
Hey, let's listen again.
Right when the question was asked to me,
Okay, that's wrong.
No, right when the question was asked to me.
No. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. You're
I have
wrong.
to disagree,
dude. I got a 5.5 on my Florida rights.
Well,
Yeah, okay. So you shouldn't be talking at all.
Math ain't got nothing to do with English, man. 5.9, I don't care what you got. Asked to me is not right.
You mean when the question was asked
to me?
Asked. When I was asked the question.
When I was asked the question. I mean, it's just...
Yeah, actually, I think Vinny is right.
I don't think so. I think it could go either way, but the way it's phrased on there is good.
When the question was asked to me.
Well, saying how me and Vinny think it's wrong, but you're taking the side of Miss South Carolina.
Oh, my God. And you got all your teeth. I mean, that's what surprises me.
Miss Teen South Carolina, call me. Yeah.
She's pretty hot.
Complete shock, and I was just overwhelmed that I seriously think I only heard about one or two words of the actual question itself, and
you just kind of drew a blank.
Yes, I drew a blank. I misunderstood. I made a mistake.
As we've said, we do live television every day. Caitlin, I can't even count the number of times I've said things, and then we've all gone to commercial break, and we've looked at each other like, "What did you just say?" I mean, so please, don't let it get you down. I mean, and I know the fact that it's on YouTube and a lot of people are watching it right now.
3 million, actually, correction, 13 million hits on YouTube. So
13 million for what? Which clip?
For her first clip, the one where she flubbed it.
That's got to be like one of the top client. We covered this when we were here.
Yeah. She's made it that far that quick. Yeah. And the thing about it is, this is forever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when you have kids, your kids gonna pull up like, Mom, can you help me with my home? Never mind. That's okay, Mom. Yeah, I just seen you on the internet, Mom. Never mind.
Probably has to be a double-edged sword. On the one hand, you think it's kind of funny. On the other hand, it's not all that funny to you, is it?
No, but then again, looking back on it, I am sitting here laughing at myself because I feel like, is that really me standing up there answering that
question? It's an out-of-body experience.
Yeah, it's like I'm not in my actual body.
Hey, you got to laugh about something like that. I mean, you
can just go under the covers. Here you are sitting here and laugh at yourself. So you know what I say? Good girl. Good girl, you.
Yes, definitely.
You still finish the thing over on Friday. Come on, let's go back to Friday night. Let's give her another shot.
Let's just go back in time and redo everything.
Hey, girl, you're just 8.
All right, I'm done with her. All right. So
if she wants to redeem herself, why don't they ask her the question again and let her answer it now? Now that she's had time to think about it, why don't go ahead? Well, what did you want to say? Spit it out.
Well, maybe. Well, they're still.
What I really wanted to say was,
yes, I am
if you go to Greenland,
I'm a very strong person.
It's right next to Iceland.
My parents raised me very well.
Very
what are your plans? What do you want to do? I mean, in terms of after that pageant, what are your goals?
And us as Americans have jackets that we wear when it's cold.
I just find it funny that she's about to go to Appalachian State and they just beat Michigan. That's just a weird tie.
Yeah, she was going to Appalachian State. I don't know if Appalachian State's going to welcome her.
They'd be like, "Who accepted this stupid bitch?" And told her, "Hey, admissions. Hey, we need to have a little talk here."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, man.
So,
hey, I wish her the best. You know what I mean? That's all I can say.
Not me, no. They're Miss Colorado, Miss Teen Colorado.
She's going to write a book about it.
Should we even be talking about Miss Teen
let me tell you
USA?
Something. Come on. Do you realize how much money she's going to make because of this stupid mistake that she made?
That's true. Somebody might come out with some kind of endorsements or something.
Come on, man. They'll come up with some stupid commercial, selling Whoppers or Big Macs or something, or Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut's big for using dunces in their commercials.
Really?
Well, Jessica Simpson, with the buffalo wings, and was it Domino's or Pizza? I think it was Pizza Hut.
I think it was Pizza Hut.
Yeah, one of those.
I think half her shit's just an act, though. Actually, I just curse, so
that's right.
Beep.
What'd you say?
I'm gonna say it again.
After what you played during the break, you're worried about cussing now.
Hey, I think I recruited another listener to our chat room. I'm trying to recruit here.
Excellent.
I'm like an army recruiter. You will get in that chat room, young lady. Get in there. Listen to our show.
You slimy worm.
I was watching Weeds. Did anyone? You guys?
No,
watch
I haven't
Weeds?
caught that show, man. I've been wanting to see that because
actually I have the first 4 episodes on my drive right now.
I watched all 4 of them last night. It was pretty funny.
Which one of the Olsen twins is in that now? Right?
Not yet. They will. She will be. I probably married.
She was already in it.
No, not. I've seen 4 episodes. She hasn't been in it yet.
No.
What's up?
Marissa would like to say that she's not going to give you any credit. She came on her own accord.
Ouch. Okay. Yeah, but I gave her the link. I mean, come on now.
Damn it. But back to Weeds. Actually, the first 4 episodes were pretty good. Have you watched the first 2 seasons?
Most of them, yeah. I caught them on, my TiVo or my DVR catches them when they come back around.
I heard it was a pretty good show. I haven't watched it.
It is.
I mean, I like the actors that are in it.
Oh, it's a great show. Yeah. It's great.
I love it, but
it's a Showtime show, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I haven't seen it.
I pay the $15 a month just to watch that and like Dexter and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, no.
You don't watch the L Word?
I tried watching the L Word. I just can't. It's horrible, man. I can't get into it.
No. See, what happened with the L Word was the first season was probably some of the best TV ever because someone took the idea. Let's take a show about complex relationships and about people trying to find themselves and add hot lesbian sex scenes together. And to me, it was brilliant. Yeah. But somewhere along season 2 and season 3, it became more about babies and it just got too
became domesticated.
Yeah, before it was just hot lesbian sex and then women trying to deal with their relationships. It was great. And I was like, I love this show. Yeah. This show's awesome. Yeah. I wasn't gonna watch Queer as Folk just because I
don't know what it. I don't know what it is about.
Homophobic? Are you watching the L Word?
No,
absolutely not. But
you're not homophobic, are you?
No, no.
No, I'm not homophobic. I was gonna say
he's not homophobic. But, he's on the down low.
I was gonna say. No. I was just gonna say every once in a while I'll catch myself stopping on the Logo channel. You ever come across that channel?
Is that the name of that channel?
Yeah,
I know there's a gay channel.
The homosexual channel. Yeah, it's lesbians and gay guys. And I don't know, man. Every once in a while you'll start watching a show and just
keep talking,
not be able to turn it off. They get into some serious stuff about relationships and stuff, and it's like, you don't want to see how the other half is thinking about relationships as far as same sex type thing.
Should we explain to our listeners what that pause?
What was the pause?
We're all three of us just paused.
You'd have to be here to understand, but we're in a studio that has a big window looking into another studio, and I believe one of the students from one of the other classes,
one of the female students from another class,
walked in, and we all kind of
started doing stretches and stuff. And
exactly.
Our attention was taken.
Yeah. We're like predictable men. It's like we'd be in like the deepest conversation.
It's so ridiculous.
And some woman in the next studio is doing stretching exercises. We're like,
I totally lost my train of thought.
I was talking to the Dalai Lama the other.
He was.
And yeah, I like fries. Yeah.
Ding, fries are done. Ding, fries are done.
But Weeds is an excellent show. You should, if you catch up, it's best. All those shows are best when you watch them from the beginning because you get the full scope of things.
That's the whole thing. I don't like coming in the middle.
Right.
Well, yeah, if you got a DVR, most of the time you're going to get the replays, even if it's down the road. If you don't fill up your DVR, which a lot of
although some shows you can if you watch a couple, you'll get the character.
He's right. Usually you want to get the backstory. A lot of what happens in the plot is just so
right. I mean, usually comedies are better for that because Curb Your Enthusiasm starts a new season.
That's why I was bringing up Weeds.
I love that show.
Which is probably, I think it's funnier than Seinfeld.
Pull up the Curb music, man. I want to hear the Curb music.
I should have that on my computer. That'd be a good.
The Curb music is the best. Yeah, it's a good way to go out. But Curb, you watch that?
Oh yeah, I love that show. Love it.
Larry David's just a genius.
He's awesome. He really is. Yeah, it's a funny show.
Oh, Marissa left. Cece, you're our only loyal listener. I would like to thank you for being here the past 2 weeks, which I'm trying to recruit, but
that's right.
Not working out that well.
She's representing. She's representing Hotlanta.
Hotlanta. When did that come about? Because listen to this. I'm working. We keep
because it's freaking hot up there.
Yeah, but we keep bouncing all over the place. But listen, it's not hot in Florida. It's not hot in Florida.
Well, you can't say hot Florida. Or hot Florida, or Florida. It's just
what's another word for hot that you could substitute for Florida? Anyway, hot Arizona? No. Arizona's the hottest place. I would never go to Arizona. Every time we do the weather at my station,
you could say Arizona.
Arizona is 125 degrees. Yeah, but it's like 9 p.m. at night.
Yeah, but it's a dry heat.
It's dry.
Whatever. Was there an actual question, or were you
yes,
just...
there is a question. You know who Mike Lyons is, right?
No.
He's the weather guy, the meteorologist, the main guy over
Channel 25?
My station. And like him and Felicia Rodriguez, they're all the weather people, but they're not younger people. Like they're not really young people. We have one person who's real young, who I would expect to say Hotlanta. But every one of the meteorologists at one point during the newscast usually drops Hotlanta, and it just astounds me. I don't say Hotlanta. I'm 27. It's become part of the lexicon. I guess I don't.
It's just a catchphrase that was somebody said it once and it caught on and just
put it this way. I consider the phrase bling or bling bling to have become fully used by Cash Money in their song Bling Bling, which was like 98, 99. Mm-hmm. By 2005, 2006, you have everybody, old, white, black, people who wouldn't know Cash Money from, just regular bums, and they say bling bling. Oh, I gotta have my bling on. Gotta get the bling bling, and just so that's when you know that you know a word has become out of use when you see the wrong people using it, and the people who came up with it. Like black people don't say bling bling anymore. You have no black people that say bling, none, except if they're trying to like front. And they have no reason to. People say I'm I-styled, I'm this, I'm that, but none of them. But you see 80-year-old men talking about, walking down the street with the bling on and blah, blah, blah.
Well, you know what it is?
So
I'll tell you why the black people don't use it anymore. The black people start using or come up with a phrase like that and use it all the time. And the next thing you know, they hear one of their white friends say it, and that's all she wrote.
That's what I was just about to say, the beginning of the downfall of any word.
As soon as you hear a white guy...
from a minority, but it's not just a white guy. It's when it gets into suburbia. Once the young suburban chicks and guys and everyone
got my bling on.
I hear grill all the time now.
Oh yeah,
and grill wasn't popular.
Why are you grilling me? Why are you grilling me?
Well, no, but the teeth, the grill.
Oh, that. Well, grill. I'm talking about
the front. I guess it originally came from probably something stemming from a car. Because the grill on your car.
Grill.
But now everyone talks about your grill. Like I see people that shouldn't be saying grill, like dentists.
Yeah.
To go to a dentist.
Come on down, I'll fix your grill.
Yeah, my dentist talking about my grill. I'm getting another dentist.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what, player? You cool and all, but I need something a little more professional.
Yeah. If we start saying grill, I better see some chicken breasts laying around somewhere.
No, my dentist ain't the one that need to be talking about my grill.
Grill.
I mean, grill is in a Weird Al Yankovic in White and Nerdy, man. He's talking about I ain't got no grill, but I still wear braces.
Weird Al, he's kind of like, he stays involved in pop culture, so you can make fun of it. So
Absolutely.
it's kind of, but
it's different from him.
But so what were we talking about? We going to do the Dance with the Stars thing eventually here? That's where we stemmed from.
I looked at the list and saw people we don't know. They were kind of boring. But
I have the list right in front of me. You know Scary Spice.
Was there anybody?
You know Scary Spice.
Oh, she's in it?
Yeah, Scary Spice.
Is Eddie Murphy going to be there?
That would have been fun.
Is he going to be in the audience cheering her on?
I bet you no.
I'm going to say no.
Mark Cuban.
We know that.
One of the Cheetah Girls, which was some Disney thing. I don't know who this chick is. Sabrina Bryan.
Yep.
Helio Castroneves.
Castroneves. He's a car driver, Indy car driver.
Yep.
Yeah, he's good. I like him.
Here we go with the staying with the 90210 fashion with Ian Ziering, and
who is it? Jenny Garth.
Jenny Garth.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But this chick's hot. Have you guys ever heard of Josie? I guess it's Josie Moran.
No, what is she from?
She was in. It says like The Aviator and Van Helsing. She was all right in Van Helsing, but
okay.
Some of these. I think you might be thinking of Kate Beckinsale.
Yeah, probably.
But
I like Kate Beckinsale.
This chick is hot. She does like some FHM and Maxim and stuff like that. Yeah. And like those are like my favorite issues.
Nice.
I can't get over this chick, man. She's smoking.
The sticky ones.
Yeah, right.
So I'm talking about my penthouses. But let's see who else they got. They got Cameron Matheson. Who's he? Oh, All My Children, some soap star.
Oh, Jesus.
Floyd Mayweather, pretty boy. It says. So is that the younger guy?
I can't believe he's in it.
Is that the younger guy there?
Yeah, I think that's his son.
All right. Wayne Newton.
Wayne Newton's in it?
Wayne Newton.
Oh, my God. He's got to iron his face before every show.
So Wayne Newton, we know. Marie Osmond. You know who Marie Osmond is?
Naturally.
Yeah.
Love her. I used to love her.
Albert Reed. Oh, my God.
How many freaking people are in this thing?
A lot of people, man. They all get eliminated like the first 2 weeks, I think, though. I don't watch the show.
Jesus.
But Albert Reed's some kind of model for Abercrombie. I'm boycotting Abercrombie. I hate Abercrombie.
Oh, Abercrombie, where you can get the $44 T-shirt?
But that's the thing. Can you or I walk into Abercrombie?
No, I couldn't buy anything
Exactly. There. They don't make anything bigger than a size medium.
No.
I can't walk in there and buy a shirt. No. One time for Christmas, when I was working at Steak and Shake, my manager, he was an all right guy, gets me a gift card for Express.
Mm-hmm.
I walk into Express, I couldn't buy anything. I had to buy a tie or something.
Yeah. Well,
I couldn't buy
when I walk into a store, I immediately look at the salesperson, and as soon as they shake their head like this to me, just give me the no shake, and I just turn around and walk out. Can't even buy socks. Sorry, sir, we don't sell socks for big people here. Really? How about I put my big foot in your ass?
The last person on Dancing with the Stars, so we can end this since I hate Dancing with the Stars anyway. Jane Seymour. Dr. Quinn Medicine.
Jane Seymour, wow. She was great. Did you see Wedding Crashers?
Yes.
She was great in that, man. She was a, little vixen in that thing.
Yeah, she was all right,
Yeah.
Wedding Crashers, I don't know. I'm not really attracted to many of the chicks in there. I would have probably had to pick the one that Vince Vaughn was going out with in that movie.
Isla Fisher.
Yeah, I don't care much
What?
for
The crazy redhead?
I don't like Rachel McAdams. There's something about her.
Rachel McAdams was awesome.
I think the reason I don't like Rachel McAdams is I read somewhere online, and it's online. I read she has hairy nipples, and I just can't deal with that with a famous chick, man.
You read she had hairy nipples.
You read online she had hairy nipples.
Yeah,
and
actually,
that
I saw
a
picture, but I couldn't see it. But
wow,
hairy nipples.
I just can't deal with that, man.
What site was that on?
It was like the Don't Link This. The one I showed you guys, they had it on there, but
wow.
Anyway, I can't deal with that. If you're a celebrity, you need to be able to take care of yourself.
And you just straight up believe everything you read on the internet.
Man.
I do. Let's see. I got a link right here. Let's see. It's something very interesting.
No way. That little crazy redheaded chick.
You didn't like her?
She's engaged. She's engaged to Borat, man.
Yeah, she's engaged to Borat.
She's getting married to Borat.
Anyone that could bug their eyes out and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, she was.
That's
Here we go. Osama bin Laden to release video on 9/11 anniversary. Said to it's Fark.com. It says said to include hilarious deleted scenes and appearances from Fidel Castro. Desmond. Who's Desmond Tutu? Is he some dictator from Africa or something?
Yeah.
It sounds familiar.
Wait a minute, Desmond Tutu?
No, Desmond Tutu is like
he's a bishop.
Yeah, a bishop
from South Africa.
Archbishop Tutu.
But you figure he would be a bad guy if he's included in the company of bin Laden, Castro, and Francisco Franco.
Is this from The Onion?
Huh?
This from The Onion?
No, it's from Fark.com. That site I told you about where I get my news and stuff. I'm looking at it right now. It's just one of those headlines. But yeah, I mean, were we on the topic? I'm going to switch again. Can you guys believe it's been 6 years? I mean, it'll actually be to the date because of the leap year. So I mean, since 9/11, that's just crazy. It feels like it was only yesterday. I'll tell you how I found out about it. I was going to Orlando for a job interview at Star Abelia's. I don't know if you guys ever been to Pleasure Island.
Were you married then? 2001.
I was engaged.
Okay.
I wasn't married yet. So me and my fiance go up there, and we're driving up. I get my speeding ticket on the way there. Because I don't speed at that point, but I was getting there. I had to get the interview. So I have to go all the way to Orlando from Vero Beach, an hour and a half drive. And I'm driving up, and I get there. I get inside the interview. It's a movie memorabilia place. They sell all this awesome stuff. Mm-hmm. And so I'm in the first interview with the first manager, and he likes me. And also he gets the second manager. The second manager comes, and we're talking. And the other manager comes back in, and he's like, hey, they just said something about a plane hit the tower. And everyone assumes it's a small plane, like the Empire State.
That's what I thought.
Whatever,
That's exactly what I thought.
And then the guy comes back in a few minutes later and is like, a second plane hit. And so at that point, we ended the interview and said he was going to call me or whatever. I get back in my car and I put Stern on immediately, not to really find out what was going on because I assumed it was nothing. But then I hear Stern giving this news thinking it's a small plane himself. And he lives he's in New York, they should know. But then he's talking to Ralph Sorella. If anyone listens to Stern, you know who Ralph is. He's a personal stylist. Right. And Ralph actually has an apartment across from the Trade Center. So as soon as Stern says this, Sorrell says, hang on, and he opens his window, and you hear him scream because of what's going on, and that's how I found out. That's just it's a long story, but that's how I think about it. And I remember rushing home from Orlando on the turnpike, to get home to make sure everything was okay.
Vinny, your store?
Everyone I know.
I was working in Coral Springs at the time, and at a paint store, and my driver came in and said, hey, I just heard that a plane ran into the World Trade Center. And like you said, I was thinking small plane. Okay. I was like, no shit. Wow, did anybody get hurt? And he goes, I don't know. I just heard that a plane ran into the World Trade Center. I was like, oh, crap. So he walks out. He comes back in a few minutes later and says, another plane hit the World Trade Center. I go, what is it, foggy outside or something? These guys are just, going. And then, of course, we turned the TV on, and then, oh, my God, man. It was like, wow.
Yeah. Just to see those videos that they have from the street level, it's just insane to see the plane fly.
The thing is,
it looks like it's CGI stuff.
The thing is, we went to the Spanish-speaking television station, and you could see it on other stations too, but for some reason, you could see the people that were jumping out. Instead of burning to death, decided they were just going to jump. We could see them a lot better on that station. Not that I wanted to, but it was just more vivid and more traumatic to watch it on that. And it was just. It was a day, man, that I won't forget. That's for sure. I mean, people remember, when Kennedy was shot and all that. I guess that's our,
that's our
assassination. Yeah.
What was I doing? Okay, I was stationed at Offutt Air Force Base when it happened. I remember the night before. I didn't have to be at work till I think 3:00. So of course I was sleeping in late, and my phone rang. And it was a chick that I had just taken out the night before. She called me. She's like, yo, you see what happened with the plane? I'm like, what? She's like, turn on the TV. So I turned on the TV, and right there they show the first plane had gone through. But I guess somebody had the video of the first airline. It was, everyone said they thought it was a small plane. And they had the video of it. It was an airliner passenger plane. And, at the time, I was in air traffic control in the Air Force. So at the time, I was just getting out of training right there, just getting my first rating at a tower. And the first thought that goes through my head is like, someone in ATC is going to be in such trouble. I'm like, that's going to be the biggest air traffic disaster ever. Because in air traffic control, there has to be. I'm like, and I'm thinking for New York City with the air restrictions and everything like that, I was like, either something malfunctioned on the plane or the pilots got knocked out or something. I was like, otherwise, air traffic wise, this is a huge disaster. I mean, you can't even get close to those buildings with that size of a plane. Because we just seen it just recently. Who was a baseball player that just crashed?
Corey Lytle or something.
Corey Lytle.
Riddle? I don't know.
I think it was Lytle. But I knew in that airspace you could have small planes go over because it's sightseeing. People like to go sightseeing all over. It's kind of weird, Of course, it was restricted after 9/11, but after they pulled the restrictions out, I know small planes is possible with small planes, but this is talking about a commercial jetliner, which I'm like, they can never get that close. And then like 5 minutes later, the second plane hit the second building, and I was like, no way. I was like, this is just too. I was like, something's up.
Yeah, I didn't know what to think.
It was just, it clicked in my head so quick. I'm like, there's no way two commercial jetliners could hit the two buildings. I was like, that's impossible. I'm like, something is wrong. And just at that moment, I started getting more phone calls. Friends I haven't heard from in like 2 years were like, yo, what's going on, dude? Ask me all these questions. I'm like, I don't know. I'm getting calls from the tower like, you don't have to worry about coming to work today. And just watching those buildings fall and then just knowing that we were under attack, it was just nuts. Just more interesting stuff about that story. Being stationed in Offutt, I actually saw Air Force One land with the president on there. He actually left Louisiana, where he was based at, went to Barksdale Air Force Base, came to our base. The reason for it is because at Offutt in Nebraska is where SATCOM is. It's basically where they plan out nuclear attacks, strategic nuclear attacks and stuff. So we're hearing F-16s. Work gives me a call like, I'm saying, don't worry about coming in at 3. We might need you later on. Make sure you keep your phone on. We might need you for like a late shift, like at 12 o'clock. We went to force protection. I think at that time they were still using. I think we were using. Or they're using it's force protection now, but I think they're still using DEFCON. Defense mode, DEFCON 4, which
like war games.
You block off all the gates. You couldn't walk around that base without your ID. Without they will stop anybody, and they have shoot to kill rights at that time. So it was a big deal.
Serious.
And out here in F-16s flying maybe 200 feet off the ground. And if you know anything about air traffic, because the base is basically in the middle of a city, all around us is just, neighboring communities and stuff. And usually, if us as ATC, when any F-16s or any loud kind of aircraft, they come in, they're flying below 500 feet with their afterburners. We get in big trouble for that. They'll call us because like, what's that plane doing? Because we get complaints, old ladies, whoever. And these jets were flying probably lower and faster than I'd ever seen before. And I was like, what the hell is that? And then, of course, I see Air Force One land. Air Force One landed, was only there for like about an hour and a half, left, no one knew where it was going. We scrambled our doomsday planes. Our doomsday planes left.
What's a doomsday plane?
Basically, in the tower, we have certain times where we get alert calls because we have 2 planes. One's called a NAOC, and one's a NAOC, which is Natural Airborne the National Airborne Operating Center, and the other one's a Navy plane. The NAOC is basically a mock-up of Air Force One with all phone, telecommunication. It can fly around forever. There's always one in the air. And basically, it will pick up the Secretary of State, Secretary of Defense, and it can run the whole country from that plane. I've actually been on that one. The other one is a Navy jet. It's an all-white jet, and all that jet basically does, Navy admiral boards the jet, and it'll fly around and gather nuclear codes in case bases around the country have exploded or whatever. It'll pick up nuclear codes and it'll send nuclear codes to submarines for them to attack, which is, in a weird way. I mean, I just do it daily, but in a weird way, one day I stopped. I was like, you know what? I see every day how we've already planned out a nuclear war, which is kind of scary. So we call them the doomsday planes, because if the alarm doesn't go off on a certain amount of time, if it's like 7:35 on a Wednesday and the alarm goes off and you got to launch the plane, meaning I tell every other plane to get the hell out of here. I got to launch this plane. They said next. Call your family, tell them goodbye, stick your head between your legs and kiss
your ass goodbye.
Because something went off.
Something went off, yeah.
So that was basically my, and then I guess at the end of the night, I ended up working like a midnight shift with an arm. We had like a security force guy with night vision goggles and everything. And it was the first time ever that I got to watch the radar bleep, because we were in like a center. We were in an airspace center where we could see out to about 200 miles. We could see about 200 miles out, and there were no bleeps. There was just one bleep on there. And I knew it was our NAOC plane because they had launched 3 of them when there's usually only one in the sky. And there were no other planes. And it was the first time in like a year I'd ever seen that.
No traffic was
there. Was nothing in the air. Absolutely nothing. It was just one of those days. It was weird. You couldn't, lines out the base, lines at the gas stations were crazy.
Sure.
At the gate, you couldn't go in unless another car came behind you, and then they'd search that car, then they'd let you go, and they'd stop that car, and another car had to come behind it at the gates for like security protections. It was
crazy.
One of the weirdest things I ever seen, but being in the military at that time, then, also I thought, well, this sucked. Your recruiter's like, we're never going to war. So you remember, I went in 2000 when everything was like, they were just getting over Bill Clinton. George Bush had just been elected with that, Florida recount, all that stuff. We come in the military. My crew was like, we're never going to war. It's like, dude, I've been in the military 10 years. We went to Iraq, came back like 2 weeks later, dude. You're like, no war.
It's like a vacation.
Like, we'll have a little, skirmish in Bosnia. He's like, there'll be a little skirmish. There's no war. 9/11 hits like, I don't know, probably a year, probably 18 months after I enlisted.
Yeah.
So
you're gonna earn this pay, soldier.
I would have hated to be in basic training on that day, because it would have just gotten so more serious than it was. Actually, thinking back to it, I'll just end on this note, not to be long-winded, but in basic training, that was the thing they told us. They told us that Saddam Hussein and Osama bin Laden, I remember that terrorist, after, they had said this isn't Iraq, this is probably Osama bin Laden and his terrorist groups. I remember in basic training, this was 2000, July of 2000, they were telling us Osama bin Laden is determined to attack and kill Americans, and this is probably the most dangerous guy in the world. And one of our questions in the class, they give you question and answer, like, so why don't we just go kill this guy? People were like, that's a good question. It's like there's a lot of politics involved in it, but because the U.S. is cold, they had barracks bombing. He had done so many things that led up to it, and 9/11 was just the end all to where it was just like it was coming to a head. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
You said you watched the first 4 episodes of Weeds, right?
Yes.
Hey, remember what the kid's name? He's Shane. He said, "It's not really a war. What's it called? Operation Iraqi Freedom."
Operation Iraqi Freedom.
But, no. I think we went to war with the Taliban. I don't know, this whole Iraq thing. Don't get me started. We could talk about that too.
Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna go out on the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme.
If I can find it, I don't know.
For like another whatever. Well, if you can find it, but
if they had LimeWire in here, I'm sure I could find it.
LimeWire. This school doesn't have LimeWire.
Right. So, if you're out there, people.
CC57 still with us.
Tell your friends to listen. CC, I know you know people.
Yeah.
Them to listen.
She knows like 8 people.
Hey, in case anyone didn't notice, I guess no one even noticed that G Money was
G-Money's not here.
Hey, we'll talk about that when we come
G-Wiz.
back.
G-Wiz isn't here.
Wait, he's texting me now. He says, here's a topic, why the show sucks without me. That's G-Money texting me now.
Is he texting you? That's nice.
So, yeah, he's at work. He couldn't be here. He's trying to reschedule for the next month to see if he can be here on Thursday nights. But
that's cool.
If not, he'll be here beginning of October again. But
that's cool.
Everyone knows I'm the most entertaining part of the show anyway. So
absolutely,
it's good to
yes, you are.
But yeah, let's take a little break. We've been on for a while here, saying just play something. We'll get.
All right, we'll take like a 7 to 8 minute break and be back with the usual sense.
Right. Potty break.
Potty break.
Sir, put that goddamn cigarette out, okay? This is everybody's air, sir. I flicked it. I didn't want any trouble. And just at that moment, coincidentally, this homeless dude out of nowhere pulls his dick out, started beating off, and I was furious because nobody said shit to this guy. They were just looking like, I was the only one on the bus that had the balls to say anything to him. And it's not even like I was brave, really. It was that, you know, I was sitting next to the motherfucker. I had to say something. Come on, dog, you hit my elbows. Stop. Son, stop. That's all I said. I didn't want to say too much. The guy's beating off on the bus. It means there's something wrong with this motherfucker. He's not wrapped so tight. I didn't want to push him over the edge. As soon as I said something, all these dummies on the bus, now they're brave. He's right. Put your goddamn cock away. I don't want to see this anymore. I don't want to see it either. Yeah! Now the guy flips out. All right, everybody, back up. Back the fuck up. I tried to be nice about this. Now everybody freaks out. Oh my God, it's a biological attack. Oh. I'm caught in the middle. I can't lose my cool. I said, hey, everybody, just calm the fuck down or you're going to get me shot. So just be cool. Let's do what this man says so he'll leave us alone. Now everybody gets quiet. That's better. That is better. And then he started walking up and down the aisles, just terrorizing us. And then he starts making demands. You in the pink shirt, squeeze your tits together. Oh God, no. You, stick your finger in your butt. Why? Oh God, why is this happening? Oh God, Purple. What are you looking at? Chicken and giblets are over there. You must be lost. These are vegetables. I know what you drink. See how quiet I got? Grape juice. Surprise, motherfuckers. You didn't know I knew about grape juice, did you? Oh, don't play dumb. Don't play dumb. Don't play dumb. Don't play dumb. Don't play dumb about grape juice. Because they have grape drink. Same formula that you get. Ain't no vitamins in that shit. You might have one of your black friends over, Todd. Todd, would you care for a glass of grape juice? What? Nigga, what the fuck is juice? I want some grape drink, baby. It's purple. I don't think I know what a grape drink is. What? I have some apple juice if you want. What the fuck is juice? I want some apple drink. Scream. Remember that commercial for Sunny Delight when all the kids run in from outside playing and they all run to the fridge? All right, I got some purple stuff, some Sunny D. As soon as you say Sunny D, all the kids go, yeah! Watch watch the black kid in the back. If you ever see that commercial again, look at that black kid. He'd be like, I want that purple stuff. That's drink, nigga. That is drink.
That's the best.
Dave Chappelle.
Chappelle before he became all nutty.
Gotta love him. Gotta love him. Well, we got a little email while we were taking a break, and it was suggested that we talk about 13th birthdays, which for my daughter Marissa is coming up this Saturday. She turns the big 1-3, and looks like I'm gonna have to go and buy some firearms real soon.
I'm about to say, I didn't really want to say nothing. I was about to say,
that's what one of
teenager now. Huh?
One of my friends told me that they said when they saw pictures of my daughter, they're like, she's so cute. You're gonna have a shotgun, aren't you?
Oh man, it's just
yeah.
She's growing up so quick. I mean, of course, girls mature faster than boys. Especially physically, and it's just she's turning into a real knockout, and it's like, man, I just want to go with her to school and just sit in the back, just make sure everything's going all right.
Vinny's a big dude. I bet she's scared a lot of.
Yeah, I want to scare the shit out of all them little.
Look at that punk. What's nothing over here? Nothing. Yeah. Nothing to look at over here.
Nothing going on here. Nothing going on here.
I can't wait to beat Sebastian.
Do your homework. Eat your cookies, you little twerp, you. So
it's good time.
Nah, I mean, I feel. Eventually I plan on having kids. I guess I might have a daughter too, but
when can gay couples adopt though? When can gay couples adopt?
Oh yeah, they can adopt.
The comedy of Mike D, ladies and gentlemen. Comedy Styles. He'll be here all week.
Just because it's
try
over
the
your
veal.
head. Try the veal.
Yeah. But nah, man, it's just everything is just so much faster nowadays. Everything is just now it's just community. Because I remember, hear me sound like an old man. Remember back in my day.
Back in the day.
But when I was growing up, it was just beepers, man. Just if you had a beeper, it was like, oh man,
you were.
That's what I'm talking about.
Someone paid you, and then
Beeper,
people
man.
were thinking, what are you, a drug dealer over here, Mr. Beeper man?
Yeah.
Now you got. Everyone's got their own cell phones, text message. Forget about it, bro. MySpace, all that kind of.
I know, man. You got to monitor that.
In the palm of your hand. You got it all in the palm of your hand, man. It's like,
I'm not looking forward to that day when my daughter learns how to use a computer. And I mean,
dude, by your time, man, it might be crazy.
My daughter's on the computer now. She's got a MySpace thing going, and it's like, every once in a while, it's just she'll have her back turned. I'll be behind her, just looking over her shoulder, see what's going on.
That's not good enough. You got to get the tranker while she's logged in and make sure nothing's going on.
Well, no, they got their programs where you can monitor what your kids do.
Well, I trust her. I mean, you got to give them. You got to give them some trust, to make the right choice, and she does. I mean, she's a good girl, you got to watch out for her friends, though. I mean, it's peer pressure, all around. I mean, we all went through it in school, peer pressure, making you do certain things that you might not do on your own, just to become one of the crew, or get into a certain clique that's really popular that you wanted to get into. So you
it is nuts. It is fat. They grow up fat. Yeah. You know the things to do. You know what I'm doing with my kids? Sports. My daughter, she's gonna play. And, I'd much rather her end up probably being a lesbian than end up, hooking up with some of these little boys.
It's funny. But I'm funny you said that. I've always said that, man. I've always said that. Oh, what are you gonna do when she starts dating boys? Well, I'm pulling for lesbianism, actually.
I'm like sports, man. She gonna be playing baseball, soccer, tennis, golf, swimming,
bowling.
Hey, whatever.
Bowling, bocce ball, everything.
Something just to keep her occupied, like
bowling.
Yeah. Well, my daughter's in dance. She's a dancer. She's been in dance since she was 3 years old. That takes up a lot of her time. Thank God. But,
I do.
Yeah, I mean, and she enjoys it, which is great. So, it's not one of those things where you force her into doing something she didn't want to do.
Right.
We gave her the choice. Like this year, there's a lot of things going on in school, a lot of extracurricular activities that she might want to be involved in that dance might cut into. So, you gave her the option. Do you want to do dance? If you don't want to, that's fine. But she's been doing it for so long, you hate to see her give something up like that just out of curiosity's sake to try something else.
Right.
But, it's up to her. We give her whatever she wants to do.
I actually installed a GPS tracker in my daughter when she was born. we're good.
That's next. Yep. That's next.
It's right under the skin.
Yeah, right. That's right. It won't take much. This won't hurt but for a minute, darling. For your own good.
Exactly. I can't even imagine that day, man. I swear.
Yeah.
I don't even want
You got boys coming to your house and stuff.
I know what I was like at that age. I know.
Exactly.
I want them coming to my house. I want them coming in.
You're going to scare
me. Boy, I'm not afraid to go back to prison. So keep it clean.
Oh, man.
But now they don't even do, they're getting smarter too. They don't even do. They go on like group dates. You know what I mean? It's like she goes out with a group of girls. The guys meet up with them and stuff. Guys they ain't like the past. They ain't stupid enough to walk up to dad's house like, no, your dad's a little crazy. I'll meet you at the movies. Yeah.
Dad's a lot of crazy. I'm just sitting in the back laughing.
That's awesome.
Bringing that up, did you finally see Superbad?
No. I haven't been in the movie since. I think we talked about it. I can't get out. I know I don't work full time, but during the week when I'm not working, I'm either spending time with my daughter or watching some TV sometimes.
She was spending time with my daughter.
Well, I saw Mr. Bean this past weekend.
Tell me you didn't watch. Did you pay for that?
Yes, I paid for it.
Vinny, you're off the show.
I didn't do it. I didn't go with people my own age and say, let's go see Bean. It
Mr.
looks
Bean's
like a hoot.
vacation or whatever.
Well, we brought the kids and stuff, so that's how I get going to all the crappy movies that I wouldn't go see, but am kind of curious about. So I just bring the kids, and I'm like, I'm here for the kids. They want to see Mr. Bean. Nah, it was all right. I don't know. I'm not a big Bean fan. You see his shtick one time, and you've seen it.
I know. It's like, where else can you go with the Mr. Bean?
Yeah.
It was kind of like Ernest Goes to the Moon. It was like, yo, it's the same shtick.
Yeah, same thing.
Don't diss Jim Varney, man. Jim Varney, rest in peace, man.
Yeah, Jim Varney, man. Rest in peace.
Come on, dude.
Ernest Goes to the Camp was the best. Ernest Goes to the Camp's awesome. Yeah. They had that machine or whatever. They put the food in it. I don't even want.
Yeah. Ernest goes 6 foot deep now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey-o.
Ernest goes to the grave.
Yeah.
But Superbad. It wasn't. I heard some people saying, it's the funniest movie ever, and this is. And I guess to me, if you can relate to it, if you weren't, and how do I say this without sounding like a cocky punk? Okay, if you were the kind of dude that didn't really talk to girls in high school, or were kind of shy, or had needed a fake ID for stuff, I see how the movie, you could really relate to the movie and how you think it was hilarious and funny, which I heard so many people tell me, it's funnier than 40-Year-Old Virgin. I haven't yet to see Knocked Up yet.
I heard that was funnier than 40-Year-Old Virgin.
It wasn't.
And I thought it was going to,
in my opinion.
You didn't think it was funnier? I've just heard. I don't know.
I guess I love Steve Carell, and I love Knocked Up. It was okay. It was too romantic comedy-ish for me. I'm not really a romantic comedy guy. 40-Year-Old Virgin had that element to it, but
it
didn't overbear it.
It only worked its way into like the last 10 minutes of it.
Yeah.
And Superbad is kind of the same way, but don't get me wrong, it's raunchy. Like, you couldn't take your kids to see Superbad.
No.
Not at all. Mm-hmm. But and it had its funny moments, but I noticed the people who were really relating to it were like teenage girls, and I guess guys that kind of just had their shy, couldn't get girls or dates back in high school kind of dudes.
Right.
I don't want to say geeks or lewd, but
geeks.
Yeah, geeks. I
can't believe Saint is insulting me like this, because I was that guy.
The guy who wouldn't talk to girls?
Hey, I talked to the girls in my class. I just could never get with any of them. I was going after the same girl for 4 years. 3.
Did you do her math homework for her?
I didn't do her homework for her, but no, we were friends, and then, we wound up...
Did you give her a mixtape, which is the ultimate...
I probably did.
A mixtape? with songs, love songs and stuff?
Mixtape.
Oh, my God.
That means you mixtape.
I can't believe you said that, man. I can't believe you said that, because that's like...
That's ultimate, you're probably not going to get it.
Hey, you guys, did you guys watch He-Man in the 80s?
He-Man? Oh, yeah,
Absolutely.
The cartoon?
Yeah, you want to see a picture of Skeletor? Check it out.
Skeletor's a cool dude, man.
Damn, skinny, huh?
Angelina Jolie.
Is that Angelina?
Look at her, man. Look at her arms,
yeah, she's getting kind of skinny.
She looks like the alien from... remember the alien from Close Encounters of the Third Kind?
I never seen Close Encounters.
You gotta be kidding.
You claim to be a movie buff. You never seen Close Encounters of the Third Kind?
I haven't seen Goodfellas. Okay, come on, give me some. I haven't made time.
What is the matter with you?
And you made fun of Vinny for Bean, and you haven't seen Goodfellas.
Okay, but I didn't go and see Bean. I just have not seen a movie.
How can you not seen Goodfellas? It's probably
haven't seen it yet.
It's the best gangster movie ever.
Listen, when I get some more money, when I get a full-time job, I'll get Blockbuster online again, and I'll rent it. Okay.
You know what? I'm going to go buy you the movie tomorrow, and I'm going to give it to you.
I'll just give you my. I got 2 copies.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Goodfellas.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Hey, I saw Scarface, and that wasn't that good.
I'm getting you Goodfellas.
No, Scarface is good if you go into it knowing that you have to retro it back to 1981,
right,
and B, realize it's the only rags to riches story, which really just shows you someone coming from nothing and working their way up to the top. And it's from Florida and Miami. It's the only thing we have to claim.
What about Citizen Kane?
Well,
he worked his way up from nothing.
Oh, jeez.
He did, but he did it in the 30s.
The whole movie was a rip on an actual living person. Come on.
Yeah, Hearst.
There was like 2, and there were like 2 papers back then.
Right, and he owned both of them.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys watch The Office?
No, I don't.
Nah,
I don't catch that very
The Office is hilarious.
Which I heard it was. I just could never get into it.
Oh, well, then you wouldn't be interested in the story. The hot chick, well, the one I think is hot, and probably most of the geeks do. Jenna Fisher, she plays the secretary Pam. She's separated from her husband.
Is that Isla Fisher?
She's on the market.
That's Isla Fisher's
this chick
sister.
Right? I don't know. I don't think she's redhead. She's kind of like dirty blonde, maybe strawberry blonde.
That's another thing I noticed too. Like geeks,
is that Isla Fisher's sister?
No.
They are really into chicks. As long as if you ever watch, I don't know if you ever watch G4, the video game channel, probably not.
Sometimes.
Isn't
Beth on there?
Sometimes.
Huh?
Isn't Beth Ostrowski on there?
She's on there sometimes. She does. Yeah, she is on there sometimes. I forget what show she's on, but she is on there. But they find, these shows, they always have the girl co-host or correspondent that does a show, and all the guys, oh, she's so hot. And you look at him, it's like, not really. She's more like a 7 or an 8, but because she's talking their language, she's like the hottest chick ever.
Oh yeah.
Which is like that Office chick.
Who is the hottest chick right now to you? To Mr. Saint, I'm a player. I can go DJ and get chicks every weekend. Give me a hottest chick. You can celebrity it. Go
Why
ahead.
is he talking like Mr. Bojangles?
Oh, come on now. That was just like a player voice. That was not a black or Bojangles.
A player voice.
I'll go back into my black voice if you want.
Where the white women at?
Hey.
I need to get my reparations.
Oh, God. You just went too far.
Did I go too far? I never know when to stop.
Reparations. Jesus Christ.
Hey, where are the white women at?
Where the white women at? That's a classic.
Where are the white women at?
That's a classic from Blazing Saddles.
That's another one I haven't seen.
What?
But
I haven't.
No. Well,
no, give me a 10. Give me a 10.
First of all, I don't need to be a DJ to get women. But
see? Is that
I think
it helps.
Confidence.
Who do I think the hottest chick in the game is right now? That's a good question. That's
even if she's taken. I don't know if that's in the game because I'm not hip to slang, but
no, that's fine.
If she's famous and she's taken, she won't be taken within a year or two. So
right, exactly. She'll be out there.
Right now, well, for a while, Beyonce was at the top, but my rule is you can only hold the title for a year because you got to get replaced. And you can't be over 30 because once you pass 30, it's like, come on, let's be serious.
Yeah, you know who's really hot now? And she's always been hot, but it's something about her being single. And the guys think that any single girl, there's a shot.
Right.
They always think that. Even when they go in strip clubs, they think this girl's dancing just for me.
Well, if you got $300, she is.
You know what I mean?
She'll take you to the back room. Have I told you guys that story?
She likes me so much. Yeah. Anyway, but Jennifer Aniston, man. She's
really?
Yeah, man. She was just in a magazine. I don't know what magazine it is. I think it's Okay. And I guess she's in Hawaii with Arquette and Courtney Cox. And she's wearing this real skimpy bathing suit, man, and she's getting surfing lessons from this dude, and she looks really good, man.
To me, she always, and we're gonna have to bleep this one out, but she's just one of those chicks where you look at her and I just think in my head, cunty, because she just
Jesus Christ.
She just has this to say. She'd be I know why Brad Pitt broke up with her. She seems like she is
Let's go with bitchy. Let's go with bitchy.
Okay, but she just seems like no fun. Anywhere you would go, she just seems like she has an attitude, and she can't even laugh at herself. I remember I forgot what show she was on, but someone was just playing around with her, just kidding around. Oh, he was like, "If you had something nice to say about the paparazzi, what was something nice?" And she goes, "There's nothing nice." He's like, no. You know, if you had this before, she's like, "No, there's nothing nice about them." Like, and the guy was kind of like, okay. And he was saying a jokey kind of, okay, if you had say one nice thing about the podcast, she's like, "There's nothing nice about them." Nothing.
She had no sense of humor about it at all.
I think I agree with Saint about how I think her attitude might come off as, how her personality might come off as. But I remember that Rolling Stone cover from like 95, 96.
Well, when she was on the cover?
Yeah, when she's black and white laying down on her stomach, you see her.
Yes.
Oh, God. That is like the best, man. I'm sorry. She's hot.
She is hot. We're talking about who's hot. I mean, I'm not basing it on her attitude.
Exactly. You know. She's a little older now. I mean, she's only in her 30s, late 30s. But,
hey, once you pass 30, you got to pass a crown. That's
I don't know, man. Women. Yeah.
But I don't know who you're gonna say. You got anyone? Beyonce, you said pass the crown or whatever.
Yeah, you can't hold the title more than a few years.
Beyonce. I'm just tired of Beyonce, I guess. I mean, yeah, she's beautiful and body that kills, but I don't know. But move on.
She's going out with Mr. Pepsi Can there, Jay-Z there.
Jay-Z, yeah.
Pepsi Can.
You never heard about that?
No.
I don't know. Are we still PG-13?
What about?
I heard he's like a 1 liter.
Oh, never mind. I got you.
I heard he's like the big slam.
Gotcha.
From who?
Dude, I read stuff on the internet all the time. When I heard
I'm sure that was Jay-Z's
we gotta get Mike some books and some videos.
I just read all the Harry Potter books, remember?
Oh, that's right, the Harry Potter books. Forgot about that.
All right, how does chicken the game right now?
It's hard to say, man. There's a lot of them.
That chicken Transformers pretty hot.
Megan Fox.
Yeah, Megan Fox is good.
I think she's going out with like a 40-year-old dude.
Yeah, she ain't got that much booty for me.
She got enough for me.
What about Jessica Biel?
Oh, we talking about Biel. I like Biel. She could do a little better in the face, but
see, Alba was it for a minute, but then she got skinny. Biel.
Yeah, I'm not into skinny. I'm done with skinny.
Anorexic's too much.
I don't like skinny, man. I just put some, be a woman, have some curves. Women have curves.
For real.
You know what I mean?
For real.
I have curves.
Biel might be the top. I don't know. For a while, I was also feeling Scarlett Johansson.
I don't like
Scarlett Johansson. There we go.
I don't like hugging a chick and feeling her vertebrae.
Right.
You know what I mean? Being able to count her bones.
Listen, man. If you're a Biel fan, you didn't come to my defense on that show we taped a while ago. Remember?
What are you talking about?
When I said, "Oh my God."
Yeah.
No. I know it can come to that defense. That was just a little too
enthusiastic.
Angelina Jolie, she's done. She's out. She's gone.
She was hot for like a long time.
Well,
Whatever. I guess you lose it.
Hey, you lose it. Hey,
lose it. I mean, she's just.
Hey, Michael Jordan, he don't play ball anymore, man. It's over. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, it goes.
So, you still got no one. Still leaning towards Biel.
I can't think of anyone. I'd probably be. Some model somewhere.
What about Hayden Panettiere from Heroes?
Oh, boom. There you go.
She's fine, but that was a little bit R. Kelly.
She's 18 years old. I mean,
R. Kelly, she's 18 now. Thank you very much.
Yeah, now.
I got that, but, she's still 18 years old. I mean, it's a kid.
That's only 9 years behind me.
Yeah, 9. Okay. Yeah. Give her about 2-3 more years. As a matter of fact, for a while.
She's going to be a knockout. I mean, not that she isn't now, but you give her 4 more years. 22, 23 years old. Look out.
Lohan was doing good till she messed herself up.
Oh, yeah. Mean Girls Lohan is nice, man.
Yeah.
How about Mandy Moore? Check that picture out.
Mandy Moore's nice, too.
You don't like Mandy Moore?
No.
I'm not a big Mandy Moore fan.
Not really.
Yeah, that's a nice picture, but
I've never really been a Mandy Moore, man. She don't do it for me.
I like her.
Man. No, I was really feeling, but she's too old to take the crown.
Amanda Bynes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. She's too old.
Goofy.
She is.
But yeah, she's goofy.
She is. I'm not denying.
But
She's just a little teenager. I mean, how old is she? 15?
Oh, Bynes is 21.
No, Bynes is 21.
Is she really?
Yeah, I haven't talked about anyone that's under 18 yet.
Wow.
Yet. But you watch Entourage?
Yeah, of course. I just watched them all last night. I was on a big spree last night of 30-minute comedies.
Right.
Holy crap.
The chick that was in the movie, the chick that they were fighting, the director was fighting over in that movie.
Oh, Sophia.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, she's pretty hot.
She is pretty hot.
She was in.
She was in Four Brothers.
One of those First Night or Braveheart. I don't know. One of those kind of things. I think.
Yeah.
I forget what it was.
But she was in Four Brothers too, and yeah, I like the Spanish women, man. I like.
Selma Hayek.
Yes.
Begins and ends with Selma Hayek. Not Selma Hayek now, since she's carrying that cretin for that guy. Have you ever seen her? Is it her husband or what? Are they even married? I have no idea. But
I don't know.
Yeah, she's with some old dude. He's got a lot of money. Ton of money.
Some Beal for you.
Jessica, maybe. She just has that look like she wants to beat someone
You're
up
the one.
all the time.
Are you still deciding? You didn't pick yet? Dang.
Yeah, Selma Hayek is good. Also,
I like Hayek, but that was back in the day. I liked her in Desperado, man.
Well, no, I liked her in Dusk Till Dawn.
You guys
yeah, Dusk Till Dawn was good too.
Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah,
yeah.
The vampire movie.
I'm the biggest Quentin Tarantino fan there is. You guys give me a Tarantino film. I've seen all of them. I've seen all of them. I don't care if he wrote them, directed them, produced them. I've seen them all.
You're the one who hasn't seen Goodfellas. I bet you Tarantino's seen that.
Did you see Grindhouse?
Yeah, I love. Best part about Grindhouse was the Thanksgiving trailer.
I haven't even seen it.
Oh, you haven't seen it? Oh, Thanksgiving.
I think it's supposed to be coming out in a couple weeks or something on DVD.
Kind of flopped, actually.
It did.
It's going to be one of those cult movies.
It was a 3-hour movie. People didn't want to watch. Hey, do either of you guys watch The Nanny?
No.
You mean with?
Are you going to admit to it?
Fran Drescher?
No, I do not watch it.
Okay, never mind.
With Fran Drescher?
I got something.
That one?
Yeah, it's probably kind of wrong. But that there's. I told my wife this. My wife got angry. What's that?
I think that's me.
That's your phone. Son of a preacher man.
There you go. Good tune.
But yeah, Pulp Fiction. That's right, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Now, apparently on the nanny there were three children that the nanny took care of. Yeah. I don't know how long ago the show was on, but the youngest girl is a character on the new David Duchovny show, Californication. Right. And in the first episode, she gets totally naked, and I told my wife that, but she's the youngest kid on the nanny, so my wife got creeped out at me. But I'm like, she's hot now. I don't care. I never watched the nanny.
Well, that was a while ago. I mean, that's an old show.
Eventually, they get 18.
Well, that was an old show. She's got to be over 18 now.
But yeah, she was pretty hot. Here's that Beyonce Knowles up shirt.
It's back when Fran Drescher was hot.
Whoa. I don't remember that far back.
Oh, yeah, she was hot. Come on. It's not she didn't open her mouth. She was,
It's awesome. How about Katherine McPhee, no?
There you go. Okay.
Kristen Bell. Katherine Veronica
McPhee,
Mars.
yes.
No.
Veronica Mars, no. Katherine McPhee, she's looking better because it's like one of those. Anytime you initially see a chick and she's kind of like overweight and pudgy, but then she goes away and comes back and loses the weight, and it's like, wow.
Yeah, right.
So she's looking straight right now. She's definitely like a chick you feel like she looks good. She's definitely an 8 right now. Oh, yeah. She's a solid 8.
She's good. Definitely a solid.
Lost the weight.
Do you have any 10s that you've gone out with down here that aren't famous?
Well, then we don't know.
I want to see Saint's rating scale. No, I just
I've dated a 9 before.
All right.
Well, when I say date, I don't really mean like.
My wife's an 11.
Hey, I've never been with a 10, but one night I was with 5 2s.
Oh, Carlin. That's the best.
Yeah.
All right, let's. Awesome. I think we should take one more break and then come back and finish up the show because we only have 20 minutes left. So.
Take a quick break and we'll come back with the usual Saints.
We'll be looking at you.
Welcome to the Laugh Stop. It's great of all of you to come out and support Mitch Hedberg. And what I'm doing is just waiting until Mitch gets in position to come on stage. And I think he's waiting intentionally to make me embarrassed. That's what he's doing. The Laugh Stop has been here 20 years. Isn't that great?
saw some $2 bills today. They were for sale for $8. Something went severely wrong there. What happened? It spun out of control. Now it's worth 8. Still says 2. I missed a 2. I could break a 2. All right. Yeah, if the jokes go down, Chuck, pick it up.
Mitch Hedberg. Right. I think he's our official official break comedian.
Yeah.
Almost. Saying through in some Cat Williams and Chappelle tonight, but Hedberg makes me laugh the way he
he's good.
does things. Hey, I was just looking this up online. It's kind of a few days old, but hey, did you guys know they're thinking about making a Magnum PI movie?
Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
Really? Do you?
Yeah, why not?
Do you know who they're going to try to get to play Magnum?
No.
Nicolas Cage.
Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Man. I think of Tom Selleck and then Nicolas Cage.
Nick Cage.
Come on. I'd rather see Tom Selleck do it.
Yeah, he can still do it. Why not? He ain't doing anything else. He's making those silly Jesse Stone things.
Making the Westerns. He's a big Western guy. He likes making Westerns. Did you ever see Quigley Down Under?
No. I know what it is, but I've never seen it.
That's a pretty good movie.
Yeah. I heard about it back in the day. I was like 7. But
I forgot I'm the aged one out of the group here.
Aged, that's great. I don't know. Saying, am I older than you two?
Huh?
Am I older than you?
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah.
Wow.
I'm only 3rd, though, once we get G-Money back. G-Money's older than me. So.
How old is G-Money?
He's 27, but he's a few months older, like 6 to 8 months. Okay. But, I'm just trying to look up some celebrity news to end the show with. That's funny.
27.
You got this one. The Wachowski Brothers. You guys know who they are, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Creators of the Matrix.
Matrix, yeah. Producers of V for Vendetta, stuff like that. They're not the Wachowski Brothers anymore.
What are they?
Well, there's Andy and Larry Wachowski.
Right.
And Larry Wachowski, who's kind of a little weird.
I thought they both were a little weird.
He's a little more weird. Andy's the bigger guy. I don't know if you guys have seen any documentary stuff. Larry's the smaller guy. He finally had his full sex change completed. So now he's Lana Wachowski.
He had a sex change?
Yes.
Wow. No.
Yes, he did.
No.
Yes, he did. He was all into that dominatrix stuff and everything. And now, look at this right here. Say if you want to read it.
Wow, son.
He's become a full-fledged woman.
That's scary.
Now, it says here they're not sure if he actually had the surgery, but...
For the genitalia?
Or if he's just taking the hormones. But, yeah. So what are they going to do now? They just say the Wachowskis instead of the Wachowski Brothers when they make a movie? They're making Speed Racer next year. So.
Are they? Yeah, that's right. It's going into production.
That's some crazy stuff. But, yeah. And on a sad note, it's been a little over a year since Steve Irwin got stung.
Yeah.
That's
it's been that long. That went by pretty quick.
Yeah, I know. It's just crazy, man. I mean, the guy was insane to go, do what he did, but gotta like the guy,
Oh, I loved him, man. I did. I liked him a lot. I liked him.
Like him?
I guess I'll be the dissenting asshole here. So, nope.
You didn't like him at all? Come on now.
You go around, mess around in the animals' backyards, playing around in them, crikey and all that, and then you get stung in the chest. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's an occupational hazard. I mean,
yeah, but did you expect it to be a stingray that got him? I expected a great white. Maybe
I expected something. Eventually.
Some poisonous spider I thought might get a hold of him.
I mean, I feel sad that, wife lost a husband, daughter lost a father, but come on, man. This is the same guy who was holding his 3-month-old baby next to a crocodile.
That was a little crazy.
Come on, man. Dude was a little loopy. Like, yeah. That's what happens. That's why you don't see black people on too many of them shows. Because we're like, eventually the animal's going to get you.
Yeah.
I don't care how safe, how extreme you think you are.
You don't know
we'll catch you.
You don't know what the animal's thinking. You have no idea.
But a stingray, damn it. A stingray.
Yeah, stingray, I was shocked at that, man.
I mean, just to have the barb, how did it get such good aim?
I don't know.
The barb's on the back of it. The stingray don't have eyes on the back. Mm-hmm. This is an old topic, but...
Hey, old boy was messing around with it like he shouldn't have. The stingray's like, I'll show you.
Well, he should have pulled it out. He should have pulled it out when he did. They might have been able to save him, but
yeah, because the guy a few weeks after that had the same thing happen. I think survived,
right?
But barely. But
Right.
What else I got? I got something about James Gandolfini, Tony Soprano, ex-Mr. Tony Soprano.
Yeah, he's got a special coming out on HBO.
He does?
Coming up, yeah, talking to soldiers that come back from Iraq. Injured soldiers, injured, handicapped, I should say. Guys that have lost, limbs, women who have lost limbs over in Iraq.
I think they would prefer disabled.
He said, all right, disabled. He brings them back and they have an interview with them one-on-one.
That explains his quote here. Says he has said Congress should reinstate the draft, send 500,000 troops, and finish it.
Yeah.
He said he doesn't want to sound condescending, but our country is at war. Let's find out who really wants to end it.
Well, I've said that from the beginning. Either shit or get off the pot.
That's exactly what he said. That was in the article.
Yeah, I mean, seriously.
What was it?
Either shit or get off the pot.
Shit or get off the pot, man. I mean, if you're going to go to war to win. I mean, I don't know. That's the way I feel. If you're going to go to war, you have an objective, reach it. Do whatever you got to do to reach it.
That's the problem. I think the objective they have is really one that they can't control through the use of military means. If the objective was just to
become political now.
Well, it's always been political. If the objective was just go in and get rid of Saddam Hussein, that could have been taken care of within a week or two.
Yeah.
Which we did. It was just a short campaign, but the objective was to take over. Well, to get rid of the regime and to set up a government that'd be West friendly and that'd be a democracy. Well, that just can't happen overnight.
No, it can't.
And if they really wanted it, this is how I feel. If a country really wants democracy, the people are going to rise up. I mean, who are the military members? They're part of the people.
Right.
Who control the taxes, who control all those things. The people do. If the people really want to get rid of a government, they'll stand up and they'll do it.
Yeah.
All this talk about, even with Castro, with Saddam, with North Korea, if that's the will of the people, if the people all turn against the government has wanted to kill all the people or they're going to get overthrown. It happens all the time. And you can't go and overthrow a government and say, well, here's democracy, here's what you want. How do you know that's what those people want?
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I don't know if, there was any foresight. I don't know if they were thinking ahead when they decided to do this or not.
They were thinking ahead, but they went into war thinking best case scenario. And how can you possibly go into something as complicated as war and imagine the best case will be greeted as liberators, all this, without taking... into effect, there's three different fractions in Iraq, all vying for their own political power, their own political stability.
Well, I look at it. I look at the Iraqi people as if, what if they tried to do that to us? What if
exactly?
What if they didn't agree with our government and they came over here and said, well, this is the government that you should use. Get to it.
And just think if we agreed upon that, but then you'd have people from Florida trying to vie for things, Georgia trying to, everyone's going to try to play their own little part.
Right.
And, what if people from a smaller state were like, well, we're not going to go along with that. We'll revolt. Right. It's exactly what's happening.
Civil war all over again.
Exactly.
All right. It's our last 5 minutes. We got any more comments from the listener?
Nah, he wanted to talk about hot chicks. Erica Durant from Small. She is pretty hot though.
I don't know who that is. I don't watch Smallville.
Hold on, I got a picture.
Is that the Lois Lane character? Or?
Yeah.
No, wait. I thought Lois Lane was some other chick.
Nah, this chick is playing Lois Lane. I think there was Alana Lane. I think she got off. I think this chick is playing Lois Lane. This chick is really hot though.
She looks pretty hot. She meets my standards.
She's hot.
I'll let her blow me.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it. There you have it.
Oh, your standards to blow you. Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
There's the rating system.
Probably go down the well. How far that standard goes.
I'll give her 2.
Yeah.
2 thumbs up.
Let's
find Mike D's.
Let's find a replacement for the thumbs. Instead of the thumbs, what can we have her? Anyway,
she's pretty hot.
Cool. Let's see. I want to toss out some real quick headlines here to see if we've got any comments on them for our last few minutes here. Let's see. This was pretty obvious. I think everyone knew this already. The headline reads, turns out notorious womanizer Clark Gable was also a manizer.
Manizer, huh?
So apparently,
Mike, just to inform you, you're a loser. Watch more movies and shows.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks. Hey, if you tune in next week, you get to listen to the whole thing and give us some more topics. We always like to have listeners and topics and everything. Yeah. And we're trying to work out a system of how to get calls so that way you can actually call and voice your opinion too without us having to read it off the screen. So we'll figure that out maybe by next week if I can get in here. I came in here last Friday and at 7 p.m. It was locked, closed. They were gone for Labor Day weekend. They were just gone. They're gone. Come here at 7 p.m.
We're not opening. It's unbelievable.
Let's see. Universal Studios. They're closing Back to the Future. Can you believe that?
Really?
Can you believe?
Wow. It's the first ride I ever went on in Universal.
It's not even Orlando. Orlando already closed it a while ago. Yeah. This is Hollywood. This was the last bastion. This was the last bastion.
I'm about to say, they don't have it in Orlando.
No,
I was going to say.
I think they replaced. I forget they replaced it with something.
After a while, it's kind of time.
It does, but it's classic. It's like when they closed down 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea or King Kong. I mean, come on now.
After a while, you got to bring in. It's all about the young money in there. You got to bring in young money, man.
They got plenty of acreage. Just build another freaking ride.
Oh, yeah, just build another freaking ride while you keep operating this old ride you've been having for.
It brings in the old people who love it.
Hey, how many times have you gone back to the Future?
You know what?
Dude, I went on there so many times.
The last time I was in Universal was probably 1991.
Wow.
1991. Was
it even open in 91? I guess.
It was open. And, of course, Back to the Future was one of the big attractions there.
All right. Last topic.
Went on it. I was done.
Yeah.
That's it?
That was it.
That was brilliant.
You ride it a few times. You're not going to, you got to make it ride.
They had a lot of the same kind of rides, though. You know, the virtual, motion and stuff. I mean,
I don't even like going on rides anymore.
The Flintstones ride.
Roller coasters?
The Flintstones ride was the same thing. As
Flintstones.
Back to the
Where
Future.
Was that?
Well, I guess that's gone too. Yeah. It's Hanna-Barbera.
Hanna-Barbera. That was good, but
not just the Flintstones.
It's coming up on 9 o'clock.
I'm kind of done with rides, but yeah, we're getting on. We're running.
What about? Not really. We're not done yet. What about the thrill of going on a ride that can chop your feet off, like the Dr. Doom Tower, the Superman ride, where that girl got her feet chopped off a few weeks ago? You hear about that?
Awesome.
More inappropriate comedy from
What? It's not comedy. All right, we got to head out, so get some music ready. But I want to read this last headline here. It says, Ozzy Osbourne's daughter blasts Britney Spears, Lindsay Lohan, and Paris Hilton for not wearing underwear. Translation, Kelly is just jealous no one wants to look at her vagina. So we're going... We're going to go out on that because I thought that was a funny headline.
That's a good out. That makes me want to run out, actually.
For Saint, Big Doug, and G-Money, who is absent this week, hopefully not next. This is the usual Saints. You've been listening to us. We'll be back next Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Tune in.
Later.
Holla at your boy.